Welcome back everybody to the channel. So today we're gonna work on my transmission. We're gonna change out the hose lines that we had for the transmission and put braided lines inside there, just to give it a little better look, I guess. Not that many people look underneath the truck anyway, so why does it matter? But I mean, I guess you add just a bit more taste to it. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And just so you guys know, I will be posting everything underneath, just so you know what I'm using, where I got the kit from. And I mean, it doesn't make a big difference. I know my transmission is a power driven diesel 47RE transmission, but everything applies to the same thing. If you have a 47RE, doesn't matter if it's from power driven, it's the same transmission. So let's get underneath the truck and work our way on changing those transmission fluid lines. So as you guys can see, I already drained out the fuel. I don't know why I keep on saying fuel. The transmission fluid. And I already took one of the hoses off. I need to go to Home Depot to buy a Allen key for this, because I don't want to strip those things. And but yeah, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna take out all the hoses, and then I'll put the transmission fuel fluid filter back on. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I just took out the fluid lines from the transmission, and it was kind of a pain in the butt, mainly because the fittings that Larry put on them, they were on there tight. But I think it was leaking from one of them, and it was from the main transmission. It was leaking from there, but I mean, it didn't start leaking until like, I don't know, a couple months ago. But here it is. I was also afraid of it not being enough hose line, because whenever I was trying to run it underneath there, it didn't seem it was that long enough. So I was like, let me just take them out and we should be fine. And then also, anyways, because we have these fittings that came with this kit right here, they're a bit more longer, so you gain that extra amount of like a few inches, so we got that out. I know there is one part, because I have two coolers in it, transmission coolers side by side. I don't remember what the BTUs for that, but it jumps from one to the other, and it's about like a foot long. I'm not gonna take that one out. It's not leaking, but and if I have to change it, it's just a foot. I think I actually have a foot from my old like this. I think I can probably use this right here, so we'll be okay. So yeah, that's that. And I did get these new fittings for this one. Larry had two different types of them on there. He had one that was like this, and then he put one of them that butt into this right here. But I'm gonna just go directly to this right here, and I don't have to worry about it at all. So let's go ahead and run these transmission fluid lines underneath, and then I'll head over to Home Depot to get that Allen key for the bolts underneath the transmission. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we got these cool I don't know, I guess they're aluminum or whatever they are, but we're gonna put these on the transmission, and we're using a 22 millimeter socket to tighten these things up. So I already put one in there, but I haven't tightened it up, so check it out over here. So yeah, that's where that one is at. So let's go ahead and put these in there. Alright, so far I ran one of the fluid lines, and I think it's a little too long, so I'm gonna have to take it off and cut it and place it back into the cooler. And then here I have the other one already put in there. As you guys can see, it's right here. I'm not gonna put a fitting on it until I have run it underneath. So yep, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I got everything basically on there now. I did get these little clamps that they're gonna clamp around both hoses, and I did put how you call it, zip ties for just for right now until I put those clamps on. But other than that, I mean, everything's already placed in. I guess for my next video, what I'm gonna do is do the filter, the transmission, for the transmission. That's what I'm gonna change, and that'll be for my next video. And this is gonna basically complete the video for today. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. So I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's very hard to look underneath there. Let's go over to where the transmission coolers are at. So you guys can see, like I said, I have it right now zip tied, but I am gonna screw it back onto this frame right here on top, right here where my fingers are at. Right there. I just need to get some clamps. I have some clamps, but I don't know what the heck I left them at. And it should look pretty from there on. I guess for the final part, the final clip on this video will be, basically everything tightened up and everything. But I do have to go to Home Depot to get those clamps. So I'll be back, and you guys will be seeing the next clip just about right now. The transmission fuel fluid filter back on.